He went off just before half-time.
Yeah, look, that's speculation at this stage, Stephen. You can see him on the ground now. Often what will happen with these fibulas is that they'll get a knee to the calf, and that appeared to be the injury. If you keep the eye on there, Scotland's knee makes contact with Cousins' calf. That was the pain. Now, often players can come off. It's been reported to me by doctors down here. They can come off feeling enormous pain as a result of that sort of contact, and it's not until after the match when precautionary x-rays are taken that occasionally a break, a small fracture can be revealed. And the suspicion down here is that he might very well play the second half of this game, but they might have some sort of x-rays and scans after the game that may still reveal a broken fibula. That is total speculation at this stage. The fact that he's back there now and appearing ready to play some football in the second half is a fantastic result, given what we saw 5 minutes before the end of that half.
He was one of the game's most decorated players, 4 best and fairest, 6 times an All-Australian, a premiership player, a Brownlow medalist, the winner of the Rising Star Award. He's playing his 268th match today.
You don't want to stop either with these type of injuries. The moment you stop, you're in trouble. Your C's up, you're too sore. So I'm not sure how much he'll be able to contribute the way he's moving, but you know, he probably realised he may only have 3 games left in his career. He wants to be out there.
So third quarter underway, and an immediate free kick, and it's going to go to Carlton. So handball off from Hampson to Scotland. Drives it deep towards full forward. Henderson in front. Oh, Dewars pull back. No free kick chance at the fall of the ball for the Tigers to clear through King. Now the ball's not coming out. The umpire's going to ping him. Worst possible start for the Tigers in this third quarter. Betts with the free kick directly in front, 25 metres from goal.
You see Jake King, he's trying to tap the ball out. He falls on top of it and drag back in. I think that's the type of rule they want to look back in. They don't want players dragging it under the player. But watch Eddie Betts. He runs out to the right and then pulls the ball across his body.
You're not going to call a miss from here, surely. Scrapes home. Well, Betts kicks a goal and the margin's out to 63 points, and there would have been a lot of firing up in that Richmond rooms at halftime, Matty, to say, let's get it, really have a crack here, try and come back, and then all of a sudden within 30 seconds it's deflated.
Oh, it is, and there's just been no resistance whatsoever, and that's what Hardwick has changed about the side this year, so they don't want to fall back into old habits, Richmond.
Margin 10 goals plus now, out to 63 points. There's Ben Cousins.
He's in a terrible way, Quarters. He can hardly walk out there.
It doesn't look good for him, that's for sure. But he's gutsing it out at the moment. As we started in the middle again, Judd with his head over the ball, forces it forward. Wanted a free kick, none forthcoming. Picked up by the Tigers skipper in Newman. To half forward, Gibbs. Won by Hicks to Nason. O'Reilly, it's run down, and the umpire says in the back.
He got that wrong, the umpire. Actually, we get to see that again later. Robinson actually swung him in the tackle.
Off to Collins. And that's a good mark taken by Big Graham. He's up there to lend some support with Revolt.
The way I saw it, the way I saw it, Robinson twists him in the tackle.
Right.
It was I think the umpire saw an aggressive Robinson coming in and blew the whistle before he had the chance. So obviously they need some luck here, the Tigers. They've only won 2 third quarters in 11 matches here at the G, so it is their worst quarter.
Oh, don't say that.
Angus Graham directly in front, 20 metres out from goal. For the Tigers' third of the match. They went goalless in the second term. It's an interesting run-up, but it's effective enough. Goal to Richmond.
At least when they got the free kick, they rolled off and got it inside 50 to a one-on-one. And that's what we want to see from Richmond here in this second half. Run and carry and just take the game on.
Testing it out at the moment on the ground. It's inside 10. Breeze is picking up. Armfield's testing out Cousins here. He was giving it a bit of a run through. He wanted to come off at one stage, but stayed on the ground.
Yeah, just testing it out. There's obviously still worrying him. So Hampson wins this one out to Scotland. Knocked out of his hand by Jackson. Desperate stuff from Martin, but the Blues have it. Waite into the path of Robinson. Drives it wide. Just off the side of the boot. Wasn't the best of kicks. And we'll get a boundary thrown in the forward pocket.
Lloyd, is that going to be disconcerting for Dennis Armfield at all, playing on Ben Cousins when he's in that sort of nick?
It's on in the middle. Armfield's into Cousins, and Cousins has responded.
No, he'd be happy with that, and he'd take the opportunity to run off as Ben Cousins gets the free kick. Armfield will look to get into him because he can't run freely, Ben Cousins.
So the handball off. Oh, gee, they mucked it up again. Betts. Morton was the one that turned it over. Short kick. Carazzo from just inside 50 towards the goal square. Hits the post. So behind only to the Blues. And this is how it all started. Armfield's just been niggling Cousins. And he'd had enough. And eventually the free kick might have even been against Gibbs rather than Armfield.
This is Gordis, who's had a pretty reasonable debut. Little short one to Martin. What an outstanding first year he's had. He goes short to Cousins. Gives it back to Martin, who backs himself here and breaks the Gala tackle. Well done. That's what they want. But unfortunately, the kick lets him down. He puts it straight down the throat of Simpson in the middle of the ground.
Not 15, play on!
To Scotland to Jamison, who floats one, but effectively inside 50. It's really swirly. The wind's picked up down there, and the mark's taken by Waite. And Jared Waite will be lining up for his second for the afternoon.
Jamison's looked to show a bit more run. It's a wobbler, but Maud lost touch on Jared Waite, and he and Henderson should really look to cash in this second half.
Right through the middle.
Watch Ben Cousins since that free kick that he got, or that mark. He hasn't been able to move out of that centre square for the last 3 or 4 minutes. So I think he's best coming off the ground because they're virtually playing one short with him out there. See Ben Cousins, he's just worked his way back to the half-forward line then. After the kick he got, he spent 2 or 3 minutes standing in the same spot. So I think they're virtually playing one short with him out on the ground. If you were Armfield, you'd be running off him at every opportunity.
So Graham, favoured by the bounce umpire, I should recall that. He didn't. Warnock, little toe poke. Connors comes to meet it. Now Martin an opportunity. Good handball on the up to Tuck. Ellard and Nason. Henderson put the head down. Good umpiring, letting the game go. Connors found the footy. Wild sort of handball though. Simpson, well tackled by Deledio. Carlton fans calling for a push in the back, but the umpire saying it was okay. So a bounce between centre and centre wing. 64 points, the Carlton advantage. Oh, umpire doing his best to get out of the way. Judd to Simpson, now to Carazzo, back to Judd. Little loops the handball. Wasn't a great handball. Over the head of Russell. Now Gibbs. Wide to Simpson. So they're maintaining possession, the Blues. Now they can go forward. Ellard. Carazzo providing some hard run. Back to Ellard. Got the answers. Kick towards full forward. Waite and Betts. Oh, gee. Waite should have called Betts back. I think it was intended for Waite. Betts was working back.
Whose is that, Matthew?
Yeah, you're right. You call the player in front back, so you call him in. So you're right. You'd love to say to Eddie Betts, you know, come on, give me some space, come in with a crumb. But in that occasion, he should have said, your ball, Eddie.
Well, there's trouble here. It's in the goal square for Carlton. Richmond have the numbers. But somehow the ball snaffled by Grigg. He's immediately wrapped up.